गूगल की स्कॉलरशिप आई है. So Google scholarship is here. पिछली बार सिंगापुर जाने को मिला था सीनियर्स को. At our in our cohort they promised us $1,000. So $1,000 for that, and they also give you some swags, Google swags. So Google keep bottle, Google bag and stuff.
Hi everyone, what's up? All good? Great. So welcome back to my channel, and today I will be sharing with you an amazing opportunity by Google. So for this, today we will be having Kavya with us, who has got Google Generation Scholarship. Yeah, you heard it right. Google Generation Scholarship. So it is basically a scholarship program by Google. And in this video, she will be telling you about the complete process of this scholarship, complete eligibility criteria, and most importantly, about the perks and benefits of this scholarship. So if you also want to become next Google Generation Scholarship, then do watch this video till the end. So let's get started. Yeah, hi Kavya. Uh, so
Hi
first of
Pranj.
So first of all, thanks for accepting my invite and coming here for sharing your experience and the complete process of this amazing Google Generation Scholarship. So how are you? How is it going now?
Well, I am great. I'm a little nervous. I'm very excited because this is one of the opportunities which I think will help any applicant, like be it Google Generation Scholar or any scholarship. I think for any scholarship, this video can help a lot of students.
Yeah, right. So like we would love to know about your experience of this scholarship. So first of all, can you just introduce yourself, like your college and all, how it started?
Yeah, sure. So,
Yeah.
hi everyone. I am Kavya. I am a final year student at IGDTUW. I'm pursuing my BTech in Information Technology. One fun fact about me, which I think would be better to like get it out right now, and which is one thing that I also try to tell my juniors, my peers, and anyone I meet is that I was not originally from an engineering background. In 11th and 12th, I was a biology student, and
Okay.
I prepared for NEET. So preparing for NEET, okay, not getting selected in NEET and then getting selected for this scholarship, it's been a ride. Very too many ups and downs, but you all eventually get there. And what I wanted to convey from this is, if I can, you can
Then
too.
yeah.
I'm not that special. I just know that I can work hard, and I think that's what the main difference is in the industry.
Yeah, right. It's so inspiring that you were preparing for NEET and then you cracked, you get into IGDTUW and then you cracked Google Generation Scholarship.
Yeah, so like
So,
it's a 180-degree turn, and
yeah,
I was like, even I go sometimes like, how?
yeah, from medical to engineering, it's completely opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, first of all, tell us about the program and like who can apply for this program.
Okay, so basically, this program is a scholarship program. So, what Google says is that they'll give you a financial, they're trying to give the people who are deserving a financial aid for their education. And they're also trying to recognize people who are actually committed to, representing underrepresented communities in their surroundings. So, this program tries to, empower people who need financial aid, plus they know that they can be the leaders of tomorrow, who will help in improving the gender representation or any minority representation in tech.
Okay, great. So, like, what is this application process? How did you apply it, and how did you came to know about this program?
Okay, so uh, so application process is a little different right now from when I was selected as a scholar. So right now the application process includes having some personal details. It will ask for your personal details. It will ask for your transcript, resume, and it will have two essay questions that you'll need to answer in, I guess, 500 words. During my time, this application was there, but there were two more stages to the application process, which was a coding round and the interview.
Okay.
And talking about how I heard about this program, uh, that's where I think I should give credit to my college, because my college is one of the colleges which is very
Mm.
aware of these type of programs.
Opportunities.
Uh,
Yeah.
after entering this college, I got to know that how important it is to have good seniors, good alumni, how much they can help you. So like this was the time when the scholarship applications came out, and everybody in my class was talking about गूगल की स्कॉलरशिप आई है. So गूगल स्कॉलरशिप इज हियर. पिछली बार सिंगापुर जाने को मिला था सीनियर्स को. So I was like,
Okay.
okay, let's try, let's try, see if we can do anything. And
Mm.
yeah, that's how I came to know. That's why I also accepted your invite too, because I recognize that some, like many students might not have that kind of
Awareness.
environment in their college. So
Yeah.
awareness फैलाने के लिए, I was
Yeah.
like, this is a good channel that can help a lot of students, and I
Mm.
really appreciate you for that, because I know how much hard work it takes, that
Yeah.
you're going to office also, then you're managing YouTube also, just so that you can make people aware of these opportunities. So really
Yeah.
respect that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, and it's completely right that there are too many opportunities which first year, second year, and third year students don't know about these opportunities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Even when I
So
was in first year and second year, I don't know about so many scholarships are there for engineering students, and I didn't apply to any one of them.
even I
Yeah.
did, like I still remember in my first year, there's this program called the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
someone posted that I have become Alpha Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. I went to, and
Yeah.
I didn't apply because I thought that साल में सिर्फ एक ही बार applications खुलते हैं. In second year, I got to know, okay, the applications are open throughout the year, and they are in cohorts. But like I understand, like I have been in that side where I was like unaware ki what the program is about, what happens, and however it happens. So yeah.
Hmm. Right. It's me. Opportunities के बारे में awareness बहुत ज़्यादा important है.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the eligibility criteria for applying this? Like anyone can apply, or a particular year student can apply to this?
Yeah, so there are some eligibility criteria that you need to fit in to become eligible applicant. So
Mm.
the first criteria would be that you must be a second or a third year student pursuing a bachelor's. And the second most important criteria is that next year also you should be intending to, you know, pursue full time bachelor's course that you are in currently. So just say suppose if you have a 3 year program and you're in third year, you cannot apply for it because next year you'll not be a full time bachelor student.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So this two things that this is what you need to keep in mind. Third eligibility criteria would be you should have an excellent academic record. It's a scholarship, so it makes sense that they have an excellent academic
Yeah. Right.
record
Yeah.
requirement. Fourth is that your field should be similar to computer science field, or it should be a computer science field, or it should be a similar field, technical field. And
Okay.
the fifth, I guess it's the fourth or fifth requirement. I don't remember the count, but the it basically asks that you should exemplify leadership qualities, and you should
Okay.
be very committed to promoting DEI. So DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. You should
Mm.
be very committed to, you know, promoting the initiatives in this sector around your uh, community.
Yeah. Right. Completely makes sense. So what kind of questions were there in the essay?
Okay, so during my cohort, there were two questions. I have reviewed some essays this year also. I think there are three questions, two essay questions, one short question. But in our time, there was two questions. The first question was that what are the obstacles that women face in tech, and how do you see yourself becoming a part of the solution?
Okay.
So if you think about the essay, the if you think about what answer you will write, I'm just getting a little deeper into the what went in my mind when I was writing the answer, so people
Yeah.
can get insight on how to
Yeah. We
write.
want to know about that. Yeah.
So when I read the question, या फिर anyone will read the question, they'll think, okay, entry barrier है for girls. That if you think about it, 11th class में my was a all girls school. So 11th class में PCM section 17 girls. ठीक है. My
Mm.
section biology section, I guess 40 girls. So पहले ही entry barrier है. But
Mm.
what you need to what you need to think about is this low participation, your low gender ratio is the result of the obstacle. It's not
Mm.
itself the obstacle, right?
Yeah,
We
right.
need to think about that.
Yeah.
Now, this was happening, this was going on in my mind, but then obviously रियल लाइफ से काफ़ी इंस्पिरेशन लेनी पड़ती है जब तुम ऐसे लिख रहे होते हो.
Mm.
So I took inspiration from real life, and what happened was, coincidentally, I we welcomed a new baby girl in our family. So my aunt gave birth to a baby girl, and what we one at one family meet, they were talking about when my aunt will re-enter into the workforce.
Mm.
And that's when the discussion started happening that थोड़ा सा देखना पड़ेगा कि ये करना है वो करना है. So
Mm.
that's when it hit me. Okay, we are having so many initiatives to make girls enter into tech. What are we doing to make them stay? So if
Mm.
you're just making them enter into tech and they're
Mm.
leaving, there's no point, right? So what I did was my direction went totally different. I went totally different direction in my essay. I wrote about how much it affects when a woman wants to re-enter the workforce after giving birth, and how, and I properly proposed a total program which could help us in reduce that disparity that we have. So that was interesting, and I think that made me stand out in my essays.
Yeah.
And I think this is what you need to do. You need to get inspiration from your real life events, and you
Yeah,
need
right.
to show that you are proactive. You need to show that you are capable of thinking solutions as well. So two
Mm.
parts right now are done. I can take this inspiration from my real life, and I can
Mm.
propose a solution. The
Mm.
second part was if I'm proactive. So to show that I'm proactive, I mentioned about the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program, because in that program I took sessions on web development
Oh,
for my peers as well as students that were in high school. So I actually went offline in high school to teach JavaScript and web development to students. So I
okay.
mentioned that as well. And I think these three things are the most important when you are writing an essay. The second question that was there for us was the smaller question that we have right now in the application. That was, how this financial aid would help in your educational goals. And I think that would be different for everyone. So I will
Mm.
not, so I'll like to say just that, be pretty genuine in your essays, because
Be honest.
you know
Yeah.
yeah, you should be really honest in your essays, because you should be very confident that you actually need the scholarship. There's
Yeah.
no point in applying if you don't need it.
Mm.
So believe that you need it and just write the essay as if you will actually benefit for it from it.
Yeah, right. Your first essay is really amazing. It already blew my mind that you took an inspiration from a completely different thing. Yeah, like
Yeah.
amazing. So is there any word limit as well for writing the essays, or
Yes,
we can?
there is a word limit. So the thing is that you are a scholar, so
Yeah.
you have an excellent academic record. That means you need to know how to convey your message in a very precise and concise manner. So word limit is important, and also there are like only a limited number of essay reviewers for Google. कितना
Yeah.
पढ़ेंगे वो
So
लोग?
right, they are not
So
going to read 2 or 3 page essay.
yeah, so from in my time there was 400 words as the word limit. Right now it's 500. So make
Okay.
sure you do not exceed 500, because the software is designed like that that it will truncate the essay.
Hmm.
So you don't want to submit an incomplete essay. It doesn't give you a very good first impression. And given the application process right now, the application is the only impression that you will make on Google.
Yeah. Right.
So you need to make sure that you should strictly adhere to the word limit.
Okay, so now for nowadays, application has only two essay questions, or
Yeah.
or there
No,
would, yeah.
there is two essay questions and there is one short question asking you why, like how this financial help will help you in achieving your educational goals.
Okay, so
So
there
this is
are
not exactly
basically,
an essay question, it's a
huh.
small short answer question.
Okay, so there are basically three questions in the application now in this year,
Yes.
but at your time there were only two questions.
Yes, there were only two questions and both were essay questions only.
Okay. So this is the process for 2024, but we would like to hear your complete process. Like after the application, what was your process
Okay,
after
so
yeah.
in my cohort, what happened was there was this application process that you needed to submit till I guess 1st December, and after that you were invited to a coding round.
Okay.
So this coding round involved DSA based questions. It was a 1 hour coding round, and after that these both scores, the coding round score and the application score, were averaged out, and top 150, I guess 150 or something like that, students were selected all over Asia to
Mm.
invite to and got an interview for an invite, and out of those 150 students, 55 students got selected for the actual scholarship.
Yeah. So you are one of the 55 students from all over the Asia.
Yeah.
मैं तो नहीं हूँ इंसानों में बिकता हूँ मैं तो इन दुकानों में
Yeah.
Congratulations again. Yeah. So what was the duration of that coding round?
Okay, so the coding round, I'll tell you the timeline. So I submitted my application on 1st December, and
Mm.
I guess I got an invite, and the coding round was set for 14th January. It was a
Okay.
1 hour coding round, and the instructions said that you will have two questions in the coding test, and you will need to answer any one,
Okay.
and based on the successful test cases that you pass, and the timing that you took to code up the optimal solution, you'll get scored.
Mm.
So I think I remember coding up the solution in 20 minutes. The topic was okay. So first a question was from arrays, and second question was from strings. I guess medium to hard level lead code level questions.
Okay.
So yeah, if you are attempting a coding test from Google, you should be pretty clear with data structures and algorithms. Even if you're in second year, uh, उनको पता है कि तुम्हें ज़्यादा नहीं आता है, यू आर नॉट वेरी गुड इन डीएसए, यू माइट नॉट नो मेनी टॉपिक्स, बट दे
Mm.
expect you to at least know arrays, strings, and recursion.
Yeah. Right.
So at
And
least
they're
know that.
asking to solve only one question among them as well
Yeah, yeah.
in 1 hour.
So that also puts up some kind of pressure on time limit as well, because then
Hmm.
सब लोग जल्दी जल्दी करेंगे, सिर्फ एक ही
Hmm.
क्वेश्चन करना है.
Right. Okay. So, and after that, there will be one interview round for you. There was
Yeah,
one
they
interview.
had one interview round, and that interview round was also one. It also has another. It was a whole another process as well in itself, because I
Okay.
was not expecting an interview.
Oh.
I was really not expecting an interview. So when the interview mail came, I was like, "Oh, interview देना पड़ेगा, ठीक है."
Okay. So, how long did your interview went, and like, what did they ask DSA in the interview as well, or some other kind of questions for
Yeah, so
you?
this was one of the things that I really struggled with. So what happened was, when I got the interview mail, I started, you know, I started madly, sending connection requests to previous callers that please help me, I have an interview, please help me, I have an interview. Like not
Yeah.
exactly like this in a formal language, but like
Hmm.
yeah, you get the gist.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess 30 of them replied. Okay, 30 or something replied. I made a notebook, proper notebook of all the questions that they were asked. And I
Hmm.
looked at the questions and I was like, I can't really deduce if it will be a technical question, like a technical interview, or it will be an HR interview. And I was panicking for
Oh.
2 days straight. Then I was like, okay, let's not panic. Let's read the mail carefully. So,
Hmm.
2 points that I got from the mail was, the mail clearly said, it's not an interview, it's a chat.
Okay.
And second was that we will talk about your application. So, that is your essays and resume,
Hmm.
your essays and resume, your community engagement, and your leadership.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
what I got to know from this is, technical, I don't think so. The technical would be that much.
Yeah.
Even if
Right.
they go into technical details, they'll
Resume.
go for what is in my resume, which are the
Yeah.
projects. So I
Yeah.
studied the projects and I was like, okay, let's believe the mail that the Google HR itself sent
Yeah.
and I'll prepare for HR.
Okay.
And I did that, and I was actually pleasantly surprised that this is exactly what they asked. So these are the topics that they asked, and I guess my interview went on for like 30-40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't recognize that time, but the interviewer that I got to know after I was selected for the scholarship that she was the one managing the whole program. So I was directly
Oh,
talking to that HR, and I didn't know at that time.
amazing. Uh,
Uh,
So at your time, the process was also tough. Now in 2024, it is only the application process, and you just need to write your essays in a better way.
yeah, you should be very thorough with your essays because now you don't have the chance to prove yourself again and again through a coding test and an interview. You just
Yeah,
have the essay, so you should make sure that you represent your best image in that essay in those 500 words only.
yeah,
That's
right.
also another type of challenge. I had challenges, but
Hmm.
this is also challenging.
Yeah, right. So now coming to the most important question, what are the perks and benefits of this program? Everyone wants to know this now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so perks and benefits. So yeah, that happens that they give you a sum of money. So at our in our cohort they promised us $1,000, so $1,000 for that. And they also give you some swags, Google swags. So Google
Hmm.
keep bottle, Google bag and stuff. If anyone like, it doesn't matter if anyone was happy or not, but
Hmm.
my brother was very happy because he was flexing to everyone my Google bag.
Yeah.
uh, the third perk that I think I got was the Google retreat. So I mentioned about the Singapore trip that everyone's talking about. So
Hmm.
I think that is called a retreat, and in
Yeah.
our time it happened online because
Oh,
COVID.
yeah.
I'm still I'm
Yeah.
still a little sad about that, but
We lose the chance for a trip and meeting those Googlers as well. We, yeah.
but it happened online, and it was fun. It, like, I wouldn't say it was not fun, it was really fun. The main thing that I remember from retreat was meeting all other Google scholars, and this thing of meeting other Googlers. So in the retreat there were some sessions that they held for us. They actually
Okay.
told us what is expected of a Google SWE. So if you want to become an SW at Google, what is expected of you, and how do you prepare for the interview? Like, everything was covered, from what to prepare to how to explain your answer. Everything
Okay.
from a real Googler, real time. They also educated us about DEI and what Google does for DEI. And the biggest perk that I think I got from Google was the community of scholars that I got. I am
Yeah.
telling you, one of the most talented and the most positive communities that I found online was the community that I found from this scholarship program. They are
Yeah.
extremely intelligent women doing really good in their careers and extremely helpful. Like, you write something that I need help with this, you'll get at least two, three responses that I can help with this.
Yeah.
Let me know what help do you need. So yeah,
Hmm.
I think when you're interacting with a very, selected group of people that was
Then it,
selected by Google,
then
it
it's
builds a great
different.
network for you, which
Yeah.
will help you in the career right now also, and in the future also. Network always helps in the future.
Yeah, right. So apart from the swags and the scholarship amount, you got the guidance as well. Like
Yeah,
for interview preparation for Google, you got the guidance from how to and what to from what to how to prepare for this.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And I think for 2024, the scholarship amount has also increased to $2,500. I think so. You can
Yeah,
check on their website, guys, if I am wrong.
yeah, they have increased it. Actually, they increased the scholarship amount in our cohort only. We were
Okay.
advertised $1,000, but in our retreat they were like, okay, we have a change. What change? We are increasing your scholarship amount from 1,000 to 2,500. You're like,
Oh
shocked.
my.
What? It's because it's
Amazing.
more than double of what they
Yeah.
were promising. We're like, what?
Yep. Amazing. So, what were your parents' reaction when you told them that you are selected for Google scholarship?
So, coming to my parents' reaction, I can't really, show you with expressions how they reacted. But first told my father that I got a Google scholarship and $1,000 I'll get. And the first question that he asked me was, "How much is $1,000?" We started calculating $1,000 कितना होता है. Then, like, I went to my mother and I told her that I got scholarship from Google. I didn't get much reaction from her because she was in her puja. She was doing a
Mm.
puja. So like she was, I think, internally happy, but she was not showing it on her face.
Yeah.
"मैं puja कर रही हूँ." The thing is that this happened, but I still remember that when I was having my retreat online, they were with
Mm.
me. So this was one advantage, that the retreat was
Yeah.
online. They were with me. And when the Google HR announced that we are increasing the amount from 1,000 to 2,500, they're like
Then the reaction.
shocked, really shocked,
Yeah.
because they never expected this. Then Google
Mm.
HR started, explaining the stats that there were 14,000 plus applications, eligible applications in
And
April, and only
55.
55 were selected.
Yeah.
And they were more shocked. ये तो बायो
Kim-
पढ़ रही थी, इतना कैसे
My
मिला?
and my daughter is one of the 55 students selected from all
Yeah.
over the Asia.
And the
Yeah.
biggest shock it was because I have been an average student my whole life.
Mm.
So this was uncalled for them. बेटी कुछ कर लेगी. This was the
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah. So you've made your parents so much proud with this scholarship. Yeah.
I hope they are.
Hmm. So before we end this session, would you like to give any tips and tricks to the students who will be applying for this scholarship next year? So for writing their essays for their application?
Yeah, sure. So I have been reviewing some essays that my juniors are sending to me, and like the first uh, tip that I would like to give is read the official website, the
Mm.
website that you apply from. Read it, because there is description of the scholarship there.
Mm.
And I remember that students have these type of doubts that, okay, so one junior asked me, Didi, if can you tell me if essays are more important or CGPA? So see, you can somewhat deduce what is important through the official documentation only, because this is the truest and the most accurate information you will get anywhere in the internet.
Yeah, right.
uh, so read the documentation properly, and you will find, like, suppose I'm giving an example, if commitment to DEI is written 3 times
Mm.
and there is only one mention of you need an excellent academic record, you can kind of deduce which is more important. Your
Mm.
essay, it's the
Yeah,
major
right.
part of your application also.
Mm.
500 words and 2 essays. Obviously essay would hold a little more importance than CGPA.
Mm.
Second tip would be, uh, please include your genuine experiences. With the
Mm.
rise of ChatGPT, I have reviewed many texts that I could figure out maybe ChatGPT was used in it. So I would suggest use your genuine experiences. See,
Mm.
demanding you're demanding a recognition from Google. You're saying
Mm.
that I am worthy of your scholarship.
And you're
Give
using
me the
chat.
scholarship. No, even if you're using ChatGPT, I'm worthy of the scholarship, and yet you're afraid to share your own story.
Mm.
Where is your confidence?
Yeah,
Be
right.
confident enough. Be confident enough that your story is shareable.
Mm.
It's worthy of sharing, and
Yeah, right.
because they are looking for leaders, and
Mm.
leaders always inspire.
Mm.
One way to do that is to share your story.
Yeah, right.
So, two more tips, jaldi se.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Third, third tip would be, please don't send out your first drafts to the scholars for review, because then you miss the opportunity to actually get content-based feedbacks. See, if you send out your first draft, what the scholars will see is, okay, there are grammatical mistakes, there's spelling mistakes, maybe this line could be good. If you are sending out your almost finalized drafts, that is more helpful, because then we can suggest you on what you can do to make your content of the essay better,
Mm. Right.
and that would be much more beneficial for your application only.
Mm.
You'll
Right.
getting you'll be getting much more return in the shortest amount of time. Fourth would be, if you do go through the process, I think you are also a Simon scholar. So
Yes.
any scholarship that you come across, you'll need to educate yourself.
Mm.
Don't be afraid if you don't know about something. I'll tell you, when I was interviewing for, like, I was preparing for the interview,
Mm.
I realized that I don't know much about DEI. I had to watch multiple TED talks to actually understand. Okay, sex and gender is different. We have like
Mm.
72 genders, and
Mm.
gender is a fluid thing. I didn't know that, but I studied and I got to know that. And that's important because, in my opinion, if you have an opportunity and you're not learning anything from it,
Mm.
that that opportunity is just a waste of time.
Yeah, right.
You're not actually learning anything, then you have lost the time where which you could have used for growing your skill set or growing yourself as a person. So
Mm.
every time, every opportunity you get, learn something. That's a very good mindset to have, and I think everyone should adopt that.
Yeah, that completely makes sense. Your tips are really amazing. Super. So yeah, we should stick to the word limit. Try to share our real life experiences. Be original. Don't fake ourselves, and no grammatical mistakes. English. We should write our essays in good English as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So guys, don't wait for the opportunity. Applications are open for 2024, and I think the deadline is 23 April, or when the 1250 eligible applications will be received. So don't wait for it. This year application process is still more easier than this was at the Kavya's time. There is no coding round, there is no interview round. There is only an application round. So don't wait for it, just go and apply for it. And once again, thank you very much, Kavya, for sharing your experience.
Thank you
And
so much, Priyanshi, for calling me on this platform.
yeah, so best of luck, guys, for your application part. So bye, Kavya, and bye, everyone. See you soon in the next video. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.